Hello, welcome to natemareflix. I am Nate, you are you, and the official trailer for The Conjuring 3 just dropped. This was one of my most anticipated movies of 2021, so let's not delay. Let's go ahead and get into this trailer. Afterwards, I'll give you all of my thoughts, and we'll kind of break things down and let you know if I'm even more excited for it, or if this kind of dismays me and I'm like, oh, it looks like the Conjuring franchise may be done for, because they're coming off of a couple weaker films when you look at like Annabelle Comes Home, for example, The Nun, Curse of La Llorona, some real stinkers. So hopefully this is as good as The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2, but let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Damn, bro. You look like I used to after working at Double Red Lobster.
You okay there? Jesus.
You need to get more sun.
I think I hurt someone.
This is Ed Warren, here with Lorraine. All right, let's get started.
Residents of Brookfield were shocked
Based
this
on the
afternoon by the
truly
broad
fake
daylight murder
case,
of Bruno
Ed Warren.
Sauls.
The court accepts the existence of God every time a witness swears to tell the truth. I think it's about time they accept the existence of the devil.
Whatever is going on, whatever happened that day, that was not
Freddy
normal.
Krueger-like.
It's a witch's totem. We think your family was cursed. And that connection's still open.
How's this for a wet dream? Yeah, that's that Freddy Krueger stuff.
I'm only interested in
The
reality.
Dream Master.
But I can see things that your people can't.
What do you mean, your people? Somebody got more powerful since the last sequel.
Something terrible happened here.
Fake jump
The
scares.
master Satanist is not an adversary to be taken lightly.
Master Satan.
She's doing it again.
Okay, y'all are facing up against the Grudge this
Reaching
time.
out to the darkness.
Lorraine, you need to come back.
Is saving him worth everything you have? Because that's what it may very well cost.
Lorraine?
The devil made me do it. Okay. Well, I don't think it'll be as bad as The Curse of La Llorona or The Nun. But I just don't know that it's going to be as good as the first Conjuring, or even the second for that matter. I'm not really that excited. I'm just very much in the middle on what I just saw. The problem is, with the Conjuring Universe, no one ever dies. I mean, we saw the guy walking down the road. We know this is based on a true case. We know that he did murder someone, and then he uses the whole case of like, the devil made me do it. That's his legal defense. This was at the rise of satanic panic. It was very, topical at the time, and thus made sense that somebody was going to finally use that in court. So the actual historical relevance and everything like that, that's interesting to look into. But the thing is, with these movies, because Ed and Lorraine Warren, they kind of have to stretch things and play with facts. So a lot of what you're seeing here, it's based on a true story, but it's not true at all. That being said, probably not going to see very many deaths, because you can't just kill people that obviously were a part of these events but didn't die in real life. And that's what so often happens in these Conjuring movies, and is why it's kind of a letdown. You open up with somebody being killed or being killed in the past, and then the whole entire runtime, you have people in peril, people in danger, but you always know they're going to be safe, because it's a Conjuring film and people don't die in Conjuring films. I think we got more of that, especially that they chose to end it there with Lorraine almost being pulled off the cliff. She's not going anywhere, because we know that she lived deep into the late 2010s. So what are we doing here? That kind of takes the drama out of it for me. It doesn't look that scary. I think expect a lot of cheap parlor tricks, a lot of cheap haunted house movie type feels, a lot of jump scares, stuff like that. And then, like I mentioned, it just seems derivative in some senses, like the shower scene. It looks like they're just squaring off against The Grudge or The Ring, you know, Samara. Not a whole lot here working for me. It looks okay. It looks like a movie that if you want a date night or you just want to watch something at home with some friends that don't watch a lot of horror, maybe get them jump, kind of feel that energy in the room, you know, when you watch a scary movie with a lot of people, it might be good for that, but I don't think it's going to stain you. I don't think it's going to stick with you. It's not going to give you a lot to sit and ponder. I think it'll just be an okay popcorn flick type of horror movie. I don't know that this is going to be one of my top 10 horror films of 2021, even though it was one of my most anticipated. It's just a big franchise. And this is like one that will please the masses, but it's not going to probably please the diehards. At least that's what I get from this. The cast, they will be great. We talk about Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. But as far as the actual movie itself, I'm just not seeing anything that makes me want to check it out all that much. In fact, I'm a little scared that it might be pretty dang dry at points. I think of like The Conjuring 2. There are really intense sequences. There are scary moments. There's really entertaining, fun stuff in there. But there's also stretches that have you like, oh God, I'm going to fall asleep. And I think this Conjuring 3 movie might be like that as well. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the Conjuring 3 trailer. What are yours? Are you stoked for this? Or do you feel like me? You're like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like I've seen before or maybe done better. Some stuff just doesn't seem scary. I don't know, y'all. We're coming out of a pandemic. We've been on the edge of our seats. We've been in peril. And we're seeing this and we're like, oh, you know, this is a post-pandemic movie now and nobody really seems to be in all that much peril. We're not really fearing for anybody dying. Interesting. Anyway, go ahead and let me know down below what you're thinking. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm Nate for natemareflix saying that's a wrap.